All right, David Brock's here with the Sumner Academy Sabres, first-year head coach, Mr. Andrew Wright. Welcome to the area, Coach. I know you've been at Sumner for the first couple of years, but kind of introduce yourself and kind of run through what you guys been doing over the summer.
Okay, thanks, David, for having us. Yeah, I am Andrew Wright, the new head coach over at Sumner Academy. I'm actually going to let my players go ahead and introduce themselves really quick.
Sion Majette, the senior linebacker and fullback.
Mark Singleton, senior slot, senior cornerback.
Ben Miller, senior quarterback.
Randy Johncher, senior O-line.
Sick there, Andy. We had a really good summer. We actually started our weight program actually in the spring, for the kids that didn't play spring sport. So I got the job in, I believe, December. And so really putting that focus in after spring break. And again, the kids that did not play a spring sport, they lifted in the spring. And then, of course, this summer we lifted just like any other high school football team in the state of Kansas. We also had a team camp up at our school. We elected not to travel anywhere because we have a lot of stuff to implement. So we kind of needed our own time, and all these guys did a great job of showing up to weights and showing up to our team camp, and I thought they did a great job.
Kind of introduce yourself, just give a background first year call. I know you've been the offensive coordinator the last few years, but maybe give us a little bit of your background and introduce yourself and who you are as a coach.
Okay, yeah. I'm a graduate of Sumner Academy. I actually played for Coach Gleischman and Coach Wassman's first year. And so those are two great mentors of mine. Went to KU, had a chance to coach with Austin Bennett back at Sumner. We were on staff for like 4 years together. I believe this is my 7th year there. Really being able to say that I'm a graduate of Sumner Academy, I know the building, I know how it works, and it gives me a great honor to be the head football coach at obviously my alma mater.
So, Sion, talk about coming back last year. You had the injury. Talk a little bit about working back from that and being able to come back for your senior year.
Yeah, it was definitely some hard work, but I feel like I had to come back for this season. I feel like I let my team down last year when I got hurt. A lot of these guys will tell you I didn't, but in my mind it was, oh man, I let them down. I got to make it back this season. So I worked hard, and they told me it was going to take a year, but I got it down to 10 months for my recovery. So I feel like it's going to be a strong season this year.
Ben, let's talk about third year under center. Is that correct? So talk
Yes,
about
sir.
what
Yes,
strides
sir.
have you made over the spring and summer to get yourself ready for this final campaign?
Well, my first 2 years starting, I was I'm not going to say I was thrown into the role, but, I was the one to do it. They weren't the best they could have been, but I feel like I have a lot of experience, and I'm ready to take on the senior leader role as the quarterback and lead our offense to victories.
Who you got, Randy? Who you got running behind you, running back, and carrying the ball this year?
Leonard and Sion. Leonard Green and Sion.
Talk about some of your teammates on the offensive line and who's been stepping up so far early season.
We've worked out a lot this summer, like everybody else. Everybody's stepping up and doing a lot better than we were last year. And one player that stepped up is Christian Brown. He's done a lot. He's started last year, his first year playing football last year, and he did pretty good in both sides, the offense and defense.
So, Mark, same story there as Sion. You got off to a great start at the beginning of the year last year, and you got hurt as well. Talk a bit about your path back and getting back on the field this year.
Well, I had a high ankle sprain, third quarter of the Atchison game. I think that was like my best game I've had in my Sumner Academy football career. It took me about 5 weeks to come back, 2 weeks on crutches. I've never been actually hurt before, so it was kind of tough coming back. But I wasn't exactly 100% when I came back, and that kind of threw me off a little bit. But I thought I had to come back to trying to push our team, give them a little happiness and joy to try to win some more games.
Coach, as mentioned, you've been around Sumner for a little while as the coordinator, but now as a head coach, what is, I guess, your blueprint that you're trying to put on the program now as a head?
Yeah, just hard work. Literally, just hard work. These guys would probably tell you I probably treat every single kid in our program from 8th grade to, because we do have 8th grade at Sumner, 8th grade to senior, probably the exact same way. They have to earn it, and these guys have done a great job of, literally the first day, first speech was everybody here has to earn their job. I know David Beatty up at KU, that's their slogan, earn it, and these guys have stepped up, and we've had other kids really step up and answer the bell, but really hard work. I mean, you talk to the most successful high school football programs in Kansas, and they'll tell you the exact same thing. It's hard work, dedication, having a commitment, and really that's what our blueprint is, trying to outwork people.
So, Sion, we know about Leonard Green and yourself and Bark on defense. Who are some of the other players that's been stepping up for you guys so far early on that maybe we haven't heard of before?
Will Langford, he's gonna be a name you're gonna hear a lot this year. He's probably coming in to replace Sean Rainey. He's got real long, strong arms, and he covers a lot of ground really fast. He's gonna do some nice things. And Nashawn Houston, he's a safety this year. He's a freshman, but he plays physical and he plays downhill. He's gonna hit somebody in the mouth this year.
Ben, how about on offense? Who are we gonna be talking about after the first few weeks?
Well, we're really senior heavy, so it's not going to be a lot of people that you haven't heard of before. But we have a tight end coming in that hasn't played varsity football yet. His name is Dustin Miller. He's big. He's, what is he, like 6'2"?
About 6'2".
6'2", probably 190, 200 pounds. Just big physical dude who's willing to block, but he can go out for passes too. So that's what we got.
What's going to be different about Sumner with you as the head coach? I mean, are you going to change the offense all, or did you have that freedom last year to kind of do whatever you wanted to do?
The offense is different. I'm an old offensive line coach, so we're going to run the football, and so our offense is different. Our defense, we're pretty much the 30 front, and having a new defensive coordinator in Adam Beatty, who also was on staff last year but was not the defensive coordinator. He's bringing a new perspective on defense. And so, we have changed it up quite a bit offensively and defensively. Special teams kind of doing the same thing. We just need to that's probably where we haven't been the strongest is special teams. So we really need to drill special teams, and we have. So
kind of talk about your staff. Who have you picked up that's new? I know Justin is not going to be there this year, but who did you guys pick up to bring on your staff?
Yeah, we actually lost Justin to Piper, so but he was great. He actually still worked with our kids. So Marcus Nolan, who's actually from San Diego, I feel like that guy knows everybody in San Diego. He played with Reggie Bush. He's just a great athlete. He played over at Baker. Adam Beatty, Steve Williams is still on our staff, and Steve gives a great perspective. He's kind of the veteran of the crew. Mason Dink, Adam Beatty, and then Jeremy Todd. So all those guys, we're all in this together, and they've been great. I think they have a good rapport with the kids. The kids respect them, and so we're kind of like all in this together. So
I'd like to give my good friend Cecil Criswell a hard time. Talk a little bit about him as an AD, and is he a little intrusive at times, or how does he do?
Cecil, he's one of my biggest mentors. I was able to coach baseball actually for him at Sumner or under him, and he's great. He keeps it entertaining. He was actually the DJ of our scrimmage on Friday, so you're gonna have to ask him how he did a great job.
He's been trying to get behind the mic here for a while.
He did an absolute fabulous job. These kids will tell you. They were ready to go. So he wears multiple hats, but he does a great job. I can't ask for a better boss because he's so supportive of not only the football program at Sumner but every other sport there at Sumner. He's everywhere.
Yeah, so there's no truth to the rumor that he is kind of funneling football money into his own bank account. There's no truth to that.
No truth
Okay.
to that. No truth at all.
What from a player perspective, what are your goals this year? You guys got a lot of seniors. What are you guys looking to do this year?
We definitely got to win more games than we have in the past few years. We've been a 2-7 program for a while, and we got to change that. We got to get over 500 and maybe make a run for league. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I've asked a couple of teams this. Who do you guys look at as your biggest rival? He said Ward.
Bishop Ward.
Really?
We're
Who's
coming.
won?
We're coming. We'll see you Thursday.
Okay. He's looking at the camera. I thought Dorian walked back.
Yeah, that's why. Is that because they beat you guys a couple years
My
ago
sophomore year,
for their first
sophomore
win
year we lost.
in 5 years?
Junior year we won. I'm not in a tiebreaker like that. So
Did you guys see Vernon carrying the Bishop Ward flag?
Sorry?
After that game? Did you see Vernon carrying the flag after the game?
Vernon.
This guy.
Oh yeah.
Bishop
No.
Ward?
No, I didn't. But
Yeah.
it's whatever. We're coming for him.
All right, guys. We appreciate it. Good luck this year.
Thank you.